Hello, Professor. Hello, class. This is my presentation on the City Hunter Volume 1, the whole Volume 1 set manga. Saba Ryu is a three-dimensional character who is the protagonist. He is a sweeper who keeps certain antagonists out of the city, such as a gangster. The plot revolves around him being asked to escort someone by a client. He also has a clash with his partner, Kaori. She is a supporting character in Japan. It's in Japan, and the setting is in Shinjuku. This is a hard-boiled story. The characters and setting of City Hunter are extremely realistic. I really like Mr. Hayajo's realistic design, particularly the women's designs, because the women designs aren't as thin and tight as Lupin the Third, and I like the character's fashion. There are many crimes that go unpunished within the city limits of Tokyo. There are good people who die, and law enforcement and the government can only do so much. These are the cases that lead people to Ryu Saba, aka City Hunter, a private detective. Saba has a way with a pistol, a quick wit, and a penchant for the ladies that allows him to get out of tight situations from time to time. However, his abilities are put to the test when his longtime partner is killed, and he must work with his sister to avenge him. The stories are mostly episodic. It's only near the end of the first volume that we see ones that are longer than a single chapter. They all follow the same pattern. Ryu finds the villain of the week, saving the day, wins over the latest girl who wanders into his life, and then everything returns to normal. The stories, on the other hand, can be all over the place. It covers everything from simple murder to shady boxers to a horde of zombie-like PCP users. And while some of the stories flirt with the absurd, they never cross the line into it, keeping the pulpy feel. As a character, Ryu is rather understated. He's honest and loyal, and he can think on his feet as quickly as he can shoot. To be honest, his lechery is the only thing that sets him apart from any other detective character you can think of. He hits on just about every woman who crosses his path, becoming a running gag in the stories. Today, some of these cases appear to be a little creepy, but for the most part, they're harmless. The ending story in which Ryu's partner is killed is when City Hunter really starts to find its footing. Tsukasa can now introduce Kaori, the partner's sister, as his new psychic and romantic interest. When the stakes are down, she's shown to be capable, but it appears that Tozaki's main use for her is to have her smack Ryu for being a perv. I'm sure this joke was hammered into the ground over the course of the manga's run, but it's just a silly joke that adds a bit of dark humor during or after the more serious story fodder. Much like Kiryu, Kari herself. When you consider all these factors, it's clear that City Hunter isn't as exciting as some of its contemporaries or genre peers, which makes it a little forgettable. Tuzaka's work is both attractive and grounded. It's a good fit for the laid back atmosphere, but it does have one minor flaw. Everyone tends to look the same. It's mostly in the faces. Everyone who isn't a villain seems to have the same generically good looking face. That means it's difficult to keep track of who's who. Even so, it's very expressive, and Ryu is easily identifiable by his confidence, nearly permanent grin. The action scenes are well drawn, a little stiff, but easy to follow. The backgrounds are exquisitely detailed, capturing both the glitz and the grime of 1980s Tokyo. Even the fan service is attractive and practical. There may be a few ladies who end up in their underwear at some stage, but they don't get the salacious close ups and lovingly illustrated undergarments that later series do. And the R rated thing I do see is when I see some deeper than normal cleavage. Overall, the art isn't very good, but it's still skilled and has a timeless appearance. Thank you.